A Chula Vista police officer who was stabbed multiple times in the face manages to fire shots back at the man who attacked him. That suspect, identified as 27-year-old David Scott, he died on his way to the hospital.
10 News anchor Mary McKenzie is live in Chula Vista. Mary, police are now saying this is an example of how dangerous some routine calls can be for officers.
Jason, Virginia, this was a call for a dispute between two neighbors, and they came eventually to this house. Some of the neighbors that we've talked to this morning say this house has been a problem for years. Their stuff has been stolen from and ended up here. Trash thrown over the back fence into their yards, and loud fighting in the middle of the night. And now this. There is a trail of blood leading from the front door of the house out to the street and down from a Chula Vista police officer who was stabbed 5 or 6 times last night in his head, his face, neck, and arm. It started with a call from a neighbor behind saying he'd been hit with a piece of concrete thrown over his back wall. But when police came to this house to talk to the people inside, they were essentially ambushed. David Scott's mother let them in, but Scott immediately attacked the first officer in the door with a knife. They fought before the cop even knew he was being stabbed. He was able to fire multiple shots at Scott, who was 27 years old. He died on the way to the hospital. The officer, we're told, has been on the force for at least a couple of years. He was taken to UCSD Medical Center. We're told he needed stitches, not surgery. And it's incredible when you see how much blood there still is here at the scene. This is where that officer's partner and a chaplain who just happened to be on a ride along with those officers last night. They got the officer to here, and then eventually he was brought down the street and taken into the ambulance. Very fortunate. One of those wounds to his neck, we are told, hit an artery. So thankfully, he is going to be okay, recovering at UCSD Med Center right now. We're live at Chula Vista. Mary McKenzie, 10 News.